Oh, we're live. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Let me make sure we've got this all set up. If you've been part of our World Storytelling Day celebration all day, you have definitely seen my face a lot today. All right, that is working. Okay, so as I close us out, we are nearing the end of our World Storytelling Day 2026 celebration. So once again, I will introduce myself. My name is Becca Brinkmeyer, and I am an author coach here at AutoCrit. I am a writing instructor, prolific author and ghostwriter, and a self-identified storyteller. This has been such a fun day and fun week, actually, because we did extend World Storytelling Day into a full week. It is a little bit sad that we are coming to a close, but I know that the stories within us will carry on. Now, if you've been hopping in and out of our various events, and we know there were a lot today, I would love to know if you had any aha moments or if you had any, um, you know, maybe it was a specific workshop or maybe it was just a moment from the chat that made a difference to you today or that kind of changed how you're thinking about your storytelling moving forward. If you have something that comes to mind, we would love to know. You can put it in the chat or you can put it in the comment section. Ultimately, we hope that this has been a fun celebration for you to be part of, and we are just so excited to honor the art of storytelling. So, as we close this out for another year, I want to leave you with a little bit of wisdom for whatever that's worth. The first thing is I want to encourage you to embrace the power of narrative. Storytelling as an art form facilitates connection. We've talked about that in several of the sessions. The art of storytelling, the history of storytelling, it is, as storytellers, we get to be part of this global lineage, this tradition that crosses across, many different cultures, and we get to be part of this fabric of humanity. That is what we are saying when we are saying calling ourselves storytellers. It is inspirational. It is kind of awe-inspiring when we think about the tradition that came before us. It is an honor to be a storyteller. So I want to encourage you to embrace that and to embrace the power of narrative. The next thing I want to do is really encourage you to honor your story by getting it onto the page. Listen, it's hard. It is hard to write a book. It can be difficult to organize your thoughts. It can be intimidating to think about, how am I going to structure this story? There's 101 reasons why this could be difficult, but I want to encourage you to do it anyway. Rough drafts are by nature rough. Some people write cleaner than others, but your first draft is going to be simply that, a first draft. It's not a final draft, it is just a first draft. And you can fix it. You can fix a rough draft, but you cannot fix something that only lives in your head. You cannot fix something that hasn't been written yet. So I hope to leave you with this a little bit of inspiration to just honor the story that you are carrying with you and get it onto the page. Even if you don't share it with anyone else, just record it, write it, get it out there. That is my hope for each of you. Um, I also want to encourage you, to embrace the greater writing community. Here at AutoCrit, we've been talking a lot about how writing is connecting us globally. We are a global platform. There's even amongst our staff, we represent something like 9 different time zones. I want to encourage you to find your writing village, find your friends. If you're looking for a vibrant community of authors, I want to encourage you to try our AutoCrit Pro community or our Novel 90 community. These are both vibrant, active communities of authors who are very welcoming, they're very encouraging, and I think you would be a wonderful addition. So if you're looking for people to, maybe you're body doubling on a sprint, maybe you want to brainstorm your next fantasy novel, maybe you want to talk craft. Either way, writing can feel super, super solitary, and finding your community can make a huge difference. So as we kind of go through our lessons learned from World Storytelling Day 2026, I want to encourage you to embrace community as one of your lessons learned. I also cannot. I would scream this from the top of, the mountains if I could, but I want to encourage you to find joy in the process. I want you to learn, critique, explore, experiment. The art of writing is a process. The art of storytelling is a process. We're all still figuring it out, but it is also something that gives, at least for me, it gives me immense joy. So if you're looking at your writing and it's just felt like a drag lately, or you're looking at it and you're just like, this isn't fun anymore, I want you to find something, a version of it that is fun. Maybe your work in progress is stressing you out to the point where you've lost your joy. So take the weekend and write something fun. Write something for you. Write something that refills your creative well. There should be joy in this art form, in participating in storytelling. And I want to encourage you to find that joy. So, the last little thing is that we do have, because I guess I can't stop being on YouTube this week. I just have been on all week long, but I did put together a bonus mini workshop for tomorrow. It is going to be 3 strategies to get your book done. It is a quick and dirty mini workshop. This is not going to take more than 20 minutes. It is available on replay if you are unable to make it live. You'll be able to see, you can click the notify me button on YouTube in order to be notified when I do go live on there. But this is just going to be some more encouragement from someone who does get a lot of books done. Just here are some strategies that I use as a prolific and neurodivergent creator. And we're going to, for whatever it's worth, I hope it's helpful to you, but that is happening as a bonus mini workshop to celebrate the end of World Storytelling Week. Finally, thank you so much for joining us this year. I know for a lot of you, this is the first time you've ever celebrated World Storytelling Day, and I hope it's not the last. If you missed a live session during World Storytelling Week, you can find the recordings on the YouTube playlist or inside of the AutoCrit calendar. All of the mini workshops, with the exception of the contemporary fiction one, are available on YouTube. The contemporary fiction mini workshop is available through AutoCrit. If you just have to go to the calendar to be able to access the replay. Again, 100% free. We just really enjoyed celebrating story with you this week, and we hope that you enjoyed participating. So on behalf of the entire team at AutoCrit, thank you, thank you, and thank you. With that, it has been a day. You've seen me for like 12 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you loose to your stories and to your weekend. I hope that it is fabulous. Get those words in. If you haven't sprinted with me on one of the recorded sprints, maybe today's the day. Maybe you're going to use the 15-minute productivity sprint and get some thoughts out before bed. Maybe you are into one of the hour-long guided sprints, which are 2 Pomodoros of 25 minutes each. There's even an older sprint of 40 minutes if that works for you. So sprint, get some words in. Don't forget to watch things that you might have missed, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, friends.